It seems time slows down.
In 2010, January the 9th, that's the day that we had my son's burial.
On that one particular day.
But January the 9th will always be a bad day for me.
Exactly 11 years after Chastity Beecher's son was buried, another traumatic event.
I had stopped by the store to get me and my mom something to drink.
She was at a gas station in Fraser.
Like I said, B, get out the car.
When she saw a man with a gun.
It was big, black, and it had a wood grain handle on it. And they called it a Draco.
He aimed it at her and her young nieces.
I can remember everything about this day so vividly.
She handed over the car and called police.
I couldn't sleep. For the first 48 hours, I stayed up. And it's like, if I close my eyes, I see this man with this gun in my face.
Beecher lived in constant fear, only finding some relief when police made an arrest. Then, 2 years later, on that same dreadful day,
I was going to testify January the 9th.
More bad news. She found out Malik Pegram pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of attempted carjacking. According to court documents we found, he received 8 years probation with conditions like job training, random drug screenings, and 300 hours of community service.
It's a slap in the face. He'll get out again and he'll do something else.
She was right. In April, police say Pegram shot at a car. Then in August, they say he broke into Buster's liquor store. Officers say they caught him running from the scene with a gun. In custody, court records show pretrial services did an assessment, stating he wasn't on probation, even though he was. They noted he was a threat to public safety, but he wasn't flagged for his reputation, character, or mental condition. Even though police reports we uncovered through the Tennessee Records Act claim his mother has been in fear of her son's temper, and his father noted paranoid schizophrenia runs in the family. It's unclear if that information was looked at. What we do know, a judicial commissioner set his bond at $35,000 for both cases. His probation was later revoked, and now he's being held without bond. See, Pegram's cases went through a new system. Last year, Shelby County launched a bail hearing room within 201 Poplar to ensure defendants get a hearing within 72 hours of the arrest. It also allowed their financial situation to factor in to prevent defendants from getting stuck in jail simply because they're poor. A defendant would be released on their own recognizance, meaning released without paying anything, when there's no compelling evidence that they're a flight risk or a public safety threat. To make it work, pretrial services would interview each defendant, relying on their answers and background checks. Their findings handed over to the judicial commissioner, appointed by the county commission, who would then set the amount. General Sessions Judge Bill Anderson oversees the judicial commissioners. He didn't get back to our multiple emails regarding our request for an interview and a closer look at the bail hearing room.
Pretrial services is probably the most overworked and underpaid.
However, he and the lead judicial commissioner went in front of the county commission in September, explaining instead of a bail company just putting up the money, they can impose conditions when the defendants are released on their own recognizance, helping them stay out of trouble and continue to provide for their families.
I impose curfews. I impose mental health assessment.
They handed over hundreds of pages of data indicating the new system saw a slight decrease in people getting arrested again while out on bond. They say the average bail amount for violent offenses also increased and for nonviolent offenses decreased.
I think we are now complying with state law in a much better way than we were before.
What they didn't bring up, though, the cases called into question, like a man accused of opening fire when he was caught breaking into cars, getting out on a $50,000 bond. Or when a man accused of having a stolen gun when he stole 2 cars and tried to take a third was released with no bond. Even more criticism in November when a teen murder suspect was released without bond.
They're not taking a lot of time, they're just setting the bonds. And some of them, it's appropriate for some people, they get arrested, we need to get them out. But for some people, it's not.
Criminal court judge Christopher Kraft believes a judicial commissioner can't vet a defendant as thoroughly as a judge.
There's not any way they could do that. And also, they're not elected, they're appointed by the county commission. And there's nothing like having an elected judge who's responsible for the people making a decision.
State lawmakers agree, passing a law that only gives judges the authority to set a bond for defendants in Class A and B felonies. Leadership in Nashville also wants to give judges more authority to deny bail for more violent offenses. And 2 local Republican lawmakers are proposing removing financial conditions from consideration.
Where I think the system could improve is that the judicial commissioners need to be putting more weight on the criminal history of the defendant.
Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy.
You get a lot of the blame.
Yes, that is definitely true. That is definitely one unpleasant part of this job. So the thing that needs to be cleared up is DAs don't set bail.
DA Mulroy says his office can only make recommendations, but what they can do when it comes to certain violent crimes, his office is asking that the public safety part get proper weight. And if the defendant is released, they get some kind of monitoring.
And if they are in fact rearrested, we're going to immediately and always move to revoke the bond.
The DA's office is also requesting the man who carjacked Beecher get prison time now instead of probation.
Who's to say they're not going to slap him on the wrist again?
Do you think the system's broken?
Yes. Yes. It doesn't work for the victims.
Jessica Gertler, WREG News Channel 3.
All right, looking for solutions to that system, and the County Commission is expected to get an annual update on the bail hearing room next month. We will keep you posted. Coming up tomorrow on News Channel 3.